Jeff again. We just did a Rush album ranking, and now we're going to do their top 10 song list that we have chosen, and we have not told each other what it is. So let's see.
Yeah, let's see if we have some matches and some surprises. And I switched my shirt from the first video. It's Power Windows, the best Rush cover.
I believe I gave you that shirt.
You did. Yes. Cover art by Usign. Anyway, so, all right. So, yeah, this was a very, very challenging chore for those of you. If you could imagine making a top 10 for your favorite band, whether it's Rush or another band, it would be pretty darn impossible, especially if your favorite band has 19 studio albums. So, very tough task. Ranking the albums was tough, but this I found even more challenging to narrow it down to 10. And I say that 10th song, I have a tie between song number 10 and 20. So I'll cheat a little at the very end. I'll throw in some extras outside of the top 10. And this is how we're feeling today, so we'll see. And also shout out to Jamel, aka Jamal, who does reaction videos, and his favorite band is Rush.
Yeah.
And it's awesome watching him listen to Rush songs for the first time, so check that out.
Agree.
All right, so I'll let you go first. What's your number 10 favorite Rush song? We're going to go from 10 all the way up to our number 1.
Yeah, and I thought this was surprising for you just because, again, they have so many good songs. Again, 19 studio albums. So I went with The Enemy Within, which is part 1 of Fear from Grace Under Pressure. I love all of the Fear trilogy. I think it's just amazing. I thought it was interesting how Neil just thought about fear in a universal way and was able to do that in a song and in more than one song. But I just love it. I think that I love the eeriness, and even with the weapon as well. Just like it's just such a cool sound. And again, I think just Rush just had a knack for those kind of songs. So I love it.
So we already have a match.
Wow, no
That's
way.
my number 8.
Wow.
That was my number 8, yes.
Nice.
Enemy Within. It's just, again, off my favorite album, Grace Under Pressure. Just an amazing song. Wow. Right off the bat, we have a match.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so I'll go with my number 10, and it's Anagram for Mongo.
Sweet.
Off of Presto, which I'm guessing a lot of Rush fans, casual or otherwise, don't have on their top list. But yeah, Anagram. Again, I just think the Neil's writing on that song, come up with the anagrams, just incredible. And to do it in a time before he could just Google anagrams, is just, man, I would have loved to be in the room when he came up with those lyrics, because I love them. It's just an amazing song off Presto.
And
That's
it's
my number 10.
it's a fun song. It's a fun song in
Yeah.
the sense where it's like there's no backstory to it. It's just they just thought it'd be fun to do, and I'm glad they did it.
Yep, but not on your list?
No, missed my top 10.
Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, so what's your number? What are you on? 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, don't know if this is gonna be a surprise. Vital Signs from Moving Pictures.
Not a surprise to me. She loves Vital Signs. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, I was learning how to play guitar and listening a lot to Moving Pictures, and I love the song. I love the fade into the song for the intro. So yeah, I love Alex guitar playing, and just wow for that song. So yeah, I think I never skip Vital Signs. I'll say that.
Definitely. I'd say Vital Signs is definitely in my top 30%. I'll give you that. But it's not in my top 20. Okay, great. So now I am on number 9, and I'm going to say In the End off Fly By Night.
Great.
So Neil's first album with the band, and it's the final song on Fly By Night. I just love In the End. Again, I don't know if it's on many Rush's fans' top 10 lists, but it's on mine, number 9. In the End. Beautiful song. Beautiful.
Sweet.
Not on your list, though.
Not on my
No.
list. Yeah.
Okay. All right. One match so far. See if we have any more.
So my number 8 is gonna be Losing It from Signals. I just think that's like a beautiful and like
Great song.
heart-wrenching song. I think look at the lyrics, but I really love it. And the violin, Ben Mink, actually the violinist on there, just awesome. And we got to see it live, which is cool. So yeah, for me that's my number 8.
Yeah, and hearing it live on the 40th and their final tour really brought home what an incredible song that was. Because typically it wouldn't be in the forefront for me as a top song, but it's definitely a top one for me, but not my top 10. But Good choice. All right, now 8 was Enemy Within off Grace. We had a match there, so I'm going to go to my number 7, and that is Middletown Dreams off of Power Windows. Great song. I think I mentioned this in the other video, but it really is kind of like, to me, the sister song to Subdivisions. It's just all about living in the suburbs and living away from the action and having big dreams and not really having a chance to really live those out. At least that's the way I interpret it. Little bit the angst of like Subdivisions comes through, and I just love Middletown Dreams. Yep.
All right, sweet. Not on my list.
All right.
So my number 7 is The Garden from Clockwork Angels. I mean, what a way to end their last album.
Great coda, yeah.
To see it live, that's an incredible song. It's just so beautiful, and it's kind of a song like kind of reflecting back on your life, and just a beautiful message there, and I think Neil's writing from beginning in the band and to the end was just amazing, and of course now that he's passed, definitely emotional to hear, and I think for sure for many of us, but that's my number 7.
Yeah, it was really hard for me to listen to The Garden for like the first 6 months after Neil passed, but it's just a beautiful, wow, what a career ender for Rush. Just amazing song. Didn't make my top 10, but it just missed it, so it was in the top 15 for me. Yeah. Okay, so now what am I up to? Number 6 I am up to, and I am gonna hope this is on your list, but it is 2112.
Wow. It
missed
it.
Oh, come on. All right, that's it. We got to stop this video. No 2112? Yes. So it's number 6 for me. Again, just an incredible story. My favorite part of 2112 is Discovery. I just love when Alex discovers the guitar. And it's just a beautiful... the whole thing is just incredible. It's just 20 minutes of awesomeness. And every Rush fan knows that, except for this one, apparently. And, 2112. And, paralleling things that happened this week at the Capitol building, I think, to listen to 2112, there's a lot of parallels and of what potentially could be in a coup situation. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but just right off the top of my head, 2112, definitely top 10.
Great. Awesome.
Not for you.
So my number 5 is Red Sector A from Grace Under Pressure. Such haunting lyrics about the will to survive, and I love the synth on it. I clutch the wire fence until my fingers bleed. A wound that will not heal, a heart that cannot feel. Just wow, it's amazing, and that song. It's about people going through trauma, and of course, there's the fact that Geddy is the son of Holocaust survivors, and so also that many times people mention that as being a part of why Neil wrote it, but again, just show the brilliance in his song lyrics, and he's just able to capture such an emotion with those lyrics, but just beautiful song, I think, in terms of how it was just arranged, and just wow, like haunting to hear. I think I wish I would have been able to see that live. I don't think I did.
I got to see it live, and it is my number 2 favorite Rush song. Yes,
nice.
So we have our second match. Red Sector A. And I was thinking about it when I put it on the list, that when I have seen it live, I've seen it a bunch of times live, because I've seen Rush, I think, about 32, 33 times live. They would whip out the lasers, the green lasers, and people used to remember it as they had lasers during every song. No, they didn't. They just pulled it out during certain songs, but Red Sector A, they sure did, and it just is powerful. But that song, studio or live, amazing. That's why it's number 2 for me, and thank God it's in your top 10, because that's an amazing song. All right, so now it's my turn. I am on number 5. We may be off a little with our numbers because we have some matches, but my number 5 is Camera Eye off Moving Pictures.
Nice. Not on my list. Missed it.
No? Come on.
No.
I just love it. I love the journey from New York City to London. Love the lyrics. just amazing. It was my favorite song off Moving Pictures. Yep.
Sweet.
But not on your list.
No.
All right.
So my number 4, this is not going to be a surprise. Subdivisions from Signals, about the monotony of suburban life. I know John mentioned Middletown Dreams, but I think Subdivisions is the better song. I think not that I don't like Middletown Dreams, but I just think that for me it's just I really love Subdivisions, and again, obviously this was a hit for the band. And
I'd say most Rush fans would agree with
Yeah.
you. And I get it, but it's just, again, I think the overplaying of Subdivisions, why I might, Middletown Dreams better. But again, tomorrow, I mean, if Subdivisions to me would just hit me in the right way. So it's just, different day, different feelings. But that's a great, of course, it just missed my top 10, so.
But I love Geddy's vocals on it. I mean, I think he has such a great voice, and just definitely a song I could see how it was just so relatable to a lot of people like John who grew up in the suburbs, but even not. It's just, again, great song. Yeah.
All right. So I'm on number 4, and this better be on your list, because if it's not, that's it. I'm definitely shutting off the video now. But off Hemispheres, Cygnus X1, the whole first side, Hemispheres.
Missed it. Missed my top.
How? How? You're always saying, put on Hemispheres, side 1, come on. Oh, man, it's just unbelievable. Again, showcases Neil's storytelling, an amazing story. How many tempo changes in that song, and all the different parts of it. It's just brilliant. I love it. Never get tired of Cygnus X1. What is it? Cygnus X Book 1, Hemispheres.
Book 2.
Book 2? I don't know. Whatever it is. First side Hemispheres, that's what I know it as, and it's brilliant. And I'm ashamed that you don't have it on your list.
Well, it is a great album. We both had it high on our I think top 3 for.
Oh
our
yeah.
albums.
Yeah, it was number 2 for
So
me. I
yeah,
think, yes.
so awesome. And so my number 3 is going to be Anthem from Fly By Night.
Wow, that's a surprise, but great song.
First album with Neil on it, and man, what an incredible album. I love Neil's drumming, just so heavy. One of their heaviest songs, and the cool thing was in January before the pandemic hit, we got to see Humphreys McGee, who actually covered it, and Neil had actually just passed away not too long from that then, but just what an incredible cover, and so great we got to go see them for the first time and see them do that cover. Just really great. I think there's just so much energy, and again, I love the music video, and just again, these guys, 3 guys making that sound. I mean, I remember when John told me about Rush, and I was like, how can it just be 3 guys? I mean, just incredible. I mean, their musicianship is just on a whole other level, just incredible. So yeah, that's why it's number 3 for me.
Okay, good choice, good choice. Not on my list. Number 3 for me is Between the Wheels off Grace Under Pressure. And to me, I just love Between the Wheels. And speaking about live, I don't know what tour it was. It might have been R30, when they had the lights that came all the way down, like right above the band's head, and they kind of did this thing where the lights made it look like wheels going around the stage. To me, it was just amazing. I always loved Between the Wheels, but then seeing it live, I was like, okay, this is like one of their best songs. So it's number 3 for me, off Grace Under Pressure. Can't beat that.
Great song indeed. I wish I could have seen it live. So lucky John. All right, so I hope this is on John's list, but I've chose La Villa Strangiato, from Hemispheres. A great album, again, epic album, and La Villa, I mean, talk about, I used to think songs had to have words, but then you listen to La Villa, and it just blew me away. Alex Lifeson's solos, I mean, wow, I mean, these guys just, like, the whole album in itself is just amazing, but the joke is that they spent more time working on this than all of Fly By Night, which is funny.
I don't doubt it.
But
it's a masterpiece.
But just, yeah, what a masterpiece. Again, these guys, the caliber, their musicianship is just amazing. I mean, again, I don't think I can compare this song to any other band. I mean, it's so impressive. Again, 3 guys doing this, just wow, amazing. So yeah, hence why it's my number 2.
So yeah, that wasn't really on my, of course, that was number 1 on my list. So we got a third match. All right, so we got the third match. Yes, you just finished off my list. La Villa is number 1. I think that it's my favorite Alex solo, and it's just so hauntingly beautiful when he does that. Wherever I am, when that song is on, I melt instantly when his guitar solo that kind of slows it down in the middle. When he does that, I'm just like, wow, that just takes me to another place. So yeah. That rounds out my list. You got my number one. That was number 2 for you?
Yep.
All right, good. All right.
So we're up to my number 1. Don't know if this is a surprise.
Drum roll, please. Wait, where's my Neil drumsticks?
It's going to be Red Barchetta from Moving Pictures.
Oh, okay. Yes, you do love Red Barchetta, so
I do.
Not a surprise.
I never get tired of that song. It's such a fun song. Love the tempo changes. I think if you love Rush, you have to love the tempo changes in their songs. I mean, it's hard to avoid, right? But it's so cool that it's based on a short story that Neil saw in a magazine, I think back in the early 70s, and by Richard Foster. And it's about a futuristic car in a time where there's a motor law ban, and just incredible. It just shows his ability to kind of just put this like all these kind of like imagery in a song, and it just, again, Alex and Geddy just, wow. I mean, it's such a fun song. I mean, you don't really know where it's going, and I'm always in awe when I listen to it. It's just, again, really fun. I really love it.
Great choice. I can't argue with you there. So you had how many songs in your top 10 off of Moving Pictures? So you had Red Barchetta and Vital Signs, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I only had 1. Okay. Right, Camera Eye. All right, so that is it. I'm going to name a couple of the songs because I have to, because there were so many tied at number 10. I always like to say that. And it is, you said already, The Garden. That just missed my top 10. Let's see, like you said, Subdivisions, Witch Hunt off Moving Pictures, just an amazing song, just missed my top 10. Here Again off the debut album, Believe It or Not, that's on there. After Image off Grace, Spindrift off Snakes and Arrows is in there, and of course Limelight, how could that be out there? That's Natural Science, Cinderella Man.
Nice. And I want to say Far Cry is great.
Awesome song, yeah.
Distant Early Warning, I love. Kid Gloves, love that one as well. Free Will, Entre Nous, really love those two. Natural Science, I think it's great. So even when you have like a top 30 for Rush, it's just, they're all great songs. And I think we were listening to a podcast, which is really awesome. Check it out, Something for Nothing. And they said you don't have to love every Rush song, but you can appreciate it. I mean, what these guys did together for 40 plus years is just amazing. I mean, just, again, an incredible band. I think a unique band, a band who wasn't like, too serious. They definitely made fun of themselves. And just, you could tell, like, again, these guys were just so glad they all met. They were just all important to the band and what they contributed to it. So, that's why Rush is one of my favorite bands, and hence his favorite band.
It's been that way for 35 years for me. So, all right. Let us know what you think, and have a good one.
Yeah, see ya.